Okay, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. I'm Sherry Mosley, and we're going to be doing our check-in here for this amazing new moon of January 11th, 2024. We've made it. Happy New Year. And my goodness, well, that was quite the end of 2023. And we're in quite the evolution coming into 2024 here with Pluto coming into Aquarius in between this new moon and the full moon. And I just finished the new moon transmission for the Patreon memberships. Incredibly powerful, really working this gateway that we are in coming through this new moon. It's starting to open this Pluto and Aquarius energy, coming into a whole new paradigm, a whole new energy. So it's just it was so beautiful, so emotional, and so um, just very high frequency, so beautiful. So I hope that you join the Patreon membership for that extended full transmission. And, we'll do a check-in here and see how the energies come through here, but it's such a different world and view and frequency that they are showing us with this new moon and where we are heading. It is such a new, powerful place that we're going to. It's, oh my gosh, it's unlike anything we've ever experienced before. And it's exciting. But the longer transmission does help us to align with, they said, stepping out of suffering through it and aligning with a more aligned path, right? So awakening, you can awaken through suffering and challenges, or you can awaken in an aligned way where you are being aware and moving with what is in alignment, right? So I highly recommend it to help you move your frequency into alignment with, coming into that highest timeline out of suffering, not learning through suffering, but learning through chosen awakening, being present, being connected. Right? That's the ultimate goal. That's what Akashic Enlightenment is ultimately for, keeping you aligned so that your awakening process isn't, learning through suffering, right? You are learning through awakening and asking and inquiring and being guided and following that guidance, right? So that's the kind of more ideal way of awakening. But we'll go ahead and do our connection here through the Temple of Light to the Ascended Masters, the Angelics. And the Elohim showed up very specifically, adjusting us on a longer transmission. We'll see who shows up for this little connection here. And of course, you can always open your Akashic Enlightenment if you'd like to. It's not required. And of course, be in a meditative space while listening to this or doing this. It's we're going to be shifting energies, so you'll definitely feel something. And I always like hearing in the comments below what you are experiencing, because sometimes you guys message me or email me saying what you've experienced. Share it in the comments so that you're not the only one experiencing something. And it may be different for each of you, but that's what's in alignment for you at the time that you're doing this connection. Okay, so we'll be going into higher energy fields. If you get really sleepy or, feel stuff in your body, chakras, that's all part of it. Okay, so just enjoy the ride. And I'll go ahead and start opening the space, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay. Yes, water. Okay, good. Now we're traveling multidimensionally to the Temple of Light. Coming back into the temple of light field. You may see the golden light everywhere as they sit on the lotus flower in the center. Feeling the angelics, seeing the white portal light at the center. And there is the double dragons. So the double dragons were present in March when we went through the transition of Pluto to Capricorn, Pluto, and Aquarius. They are the gatekeepers to higher dimensional realities, somewhat like the cosmic serpent in shamanism, or the rainbow serpent. And it looks like they're just going to connect. They're bringing in these kind of intense waves of energy coming in. Mm. Now they're just more or less giving you the preview of the energy of where it is going, that this new moon is showing you, this new paradigm that is opening up. Just feeling, you may hear the light codes coming in. Just feeling them. Energy is pretty intense. Mhm. And you are now ready to be transformed into the new light soul that you are. And again, they're showing this kind of cocoon that they showed in the extended, and the birthing out of this cocoon into a new form of light being. Mm. Can almost feel a little uncomfortable or emotional, maybe a sense of like an ego death. Mm. Mm. There we go. And now it's somewhat settling. Almost like they brought you through this transformation. And now just bringing in some soothing frequencies, as the whole transition may be a little shocking or abrupt. And they're just soothing this. There we go. It's helping you to come to a very calm, soothed, grounding place. Mm. Beautiful. And just letting that integrate and fully ground in. And now we just start to come back from Temple of Light. Just letting them finalize. And now we're escorted coming back to this dimensional space, leaving the Temple of Light space as we thank them all for their higher help. Coming back to this room and space that you're in, coming all the way back, coming all the way back. Maybe rubbing your hands together to help you come back. Coming all the way back, grounding in. Welcome to the other side of this new moon. It is a very powerful gateway portal. You'll feel very different kind of on either side of this. So I hope that this helps you, and the extended transmission I think would help even more. This is a very powerful time, and we'll be continuing working with this transition that we're in with the Next Path of Humanity event that we're starting here on Fridays at 11. This is online. Okay, so the next phase of humanity, human to superhuman. Okay, so if you'd like to join us for that, we'll be working in Akashic Enlightenment and doing energy transmissions just to help everybody to get more specifically aligned with this transition, the shift that we are going to go through here, and understanding it more, receiving more higher guidance about that. And my higher guidance with all of this has been to start a new monthly event. This is going to be the Akashic Enlightenment seminars, and we're going to connect in, do a channeling of the current energies, followed by a little transmission, or start with a transmission, energy transmission like we did here, and then channeling the energies, and then most importantly, answering your questions, right? So maybe you don't have enough questions for a full reading. This is going to be just a little group gathering for your personal questions. And then I will go ahead and channel in through Akashic Enlightenment, the Ascended Masters, the Angelics, all the benevolent forms of higher forms of consciousness. They usually reveal themselves only when necessary, if it's part of the answer. But the truth or higher knowledge that comes in will benefit everybody. So that's starting January 18th. So, and that will be just a one-off. It's $33, and then if it increases, we'll start doing it twice a month, and we may move to weekly, depending on how popular this is, okay? So this is going to be helping you with this next phase that we are all going into. Okay, that's what this is being set up for. All right, so it is a new Patreon membership as well as a one-off event on my events page. So whichever one you feel like you want to sign up for, you can do it that way. It'll be live as well as with the replay if you miss the live. Okay, so I really appreciate all of your support. I appreciate you doing your light work, right? And if you're new to Akashic Enlightenment, you can start with the Akashic Enlightenment book. I do personal one-on-one trainings to help you learn. There's also recorded webinars of Akashic Enlightenment level 1 and 2. A lot of people doing those. And then you can do level 3 one-on-one with me. And there is, of course, the Aqualorian Crystal and Light Healing training that you can become attuned to run on yourself and others. And there's the Aqualorian Crystal and Light Being Attunements. That's just 9 attunements that you can then pass on to others and attune others with that as well. That's also for the new paradigm that we are moving through. And all of those trainings are under my trainings and attunements portion of my website. And then, of course, if you need personal help, there's the personal shamanic Akashic record reading. All right. And if you need higher guidance or clearing, and those range all the way from 30 minutes to an hour and a half, depending on, what your needs are. And then there is, of course, also the shamanic Asian medicine sessions where I use the Aqualorian Crystal Night Healing, and then we incorporate working with Asian medicine, herbs, diagnosis in an Asian medicine background. So if you're having a lot of physical symptoms, Asian medicine session is for you. and that will help out on the physical realm as well as the spiritual. All right. Sending you so much love and light. Thank you so much for joining. And I wish you well on your path. Enjoy this beautiful new moon. It's quite the gateway. And I'm really excited to see how this new moon and Pluto and Aquarius goes. And yeah, it's exciting. All right. Remember to close your Akashic Enlightenment if you opened it. And lots of love and light. And we'll say goodbye for now. Thank you.